Most online brands lose the majority of the first-time buyers not because the product was bad, not because the price was wrong, because after the customer bought, the brand just went quiet. Most founders believe that if the product is good enough, customers will come back on their own. But after working with over 100 online shops, I can tell you this: the brands with the best retention are not the ones with the best products. They are the ones that refuse to go silent after someone buys. They treat the time between the first and the second purchase as the most important moment in the entire customer relationship. I'm Marc, co-founder of Relane. We are a retention marketing agency for online brands, and our clients average a 41% repurchase rate. Not because we send more emails than everyone else, because we build systems for the moments that most agencies do not even think about. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 things. First, why the gap between the first and the second purchase is where most of your money disappears. Second, what is actually going on inside the customer's head during that time. And third, a step-by-step process you can use to fix it this week. The first thing we do at Relane when we start working with a brand is look at one specific number. How many first-time buyers are actually coming back for a second purchase? We pull the data, we break it down by product, and we look at what percentage of new customers ever buy again. With the supplement brand we took on last year, the numbers were rough. They were spending 6 figures a month on ads. Traffic was strong, first purchase conversion was solid, but only 14% of customers bought a second time. That means out of every 100 customers they paid to get, 86 of them bought once and were gone. When we showed the founder what that was costing him in wasted ad spend, there was a long silence on the call. Here's what most people get wrong about this. They see a low repeat purchase rate and think the product needs to change, or the price needs to change, or they need better ads. But the real problem is almost always what happens after the first purchase. The customer bought, they were excited, and then the brand just disappeared. A boring order confirmation, a tracking email, then nothing. That is an experience most brands deliver, and that experience tells the customer one thing: you do not care about me anymore now that you have my money. And the numbers back this up. Companies spend way more money and effort getting someone to buy the first time than they spend on the experience after the purchase. Before someone buys, they get retargeting ads, email sequences, social proof, a whole campaign designed to get them to click the buy button. After they buy, a confirmation email that looks like it was written by a machine. That gap between all the attention before the purchase and the silence after it, that is where most customers leave. Let me show you what is actually going on in the customer's mind. We worked with the skincare brand. Good first purchase numbers, but weak retention. When we asked the customers who did not come back why they left, the most common answer was not that the product did not work. The most common answer was, I just forgot about you. They did not leave because they were unhappy. They left because there was no experience at all. This is the key thing to understand. Customers do not leave because they had a bad experience. They leave because they feel forgotten. The first 30 days after a purchase is when a customer decides, mostly without thinking about it, whether this is a brand they are going to stick with, or just another thing they bought and forgot about. If you do nothing in that window, you are not being neutral. You are actively pushing them toward forgetting you, because every day that passes without any real contact, the emotional connection from the purchase gets weaker. So here's the process to fix it. 4 steps you can start today. Step 1, map what happens right now. Go into Klaviyo or any other ESP, look at every email or message that goes out after someone places their first order. List them all. Order confirmation, shipping update, delivery email, whatever you have. And then look at the gaps. Where is the silence? For most brands, there is a dead zone between the shipping email and the first campaign. And this dead zone is exactly where customers are forming their opinion about your brand. And you are giving them nothing to work with. Step 2, fill the first 48 hours with something human. The first 48 hours after a purchase are the most emotional moment that you will ever get. The customer just gave you their money. They are hoping they made the right decision. This is not the time for another template. Send something that sounds like a real person wrote it. A message from the founder. Why you built this product, what to expect, what makes this different from everything else they could have bought. Make them feel like they joined something. not like they just placed an order. Step 3. Build a value sequence for days 3 through 14. This is where the window most brands completely skip. The product has either arrived or is about to arrive. The customer is forming their real opinion right now, and your job is to shape that opinion. Send content that helps them to get the most out of what they bought. If you sell skincare, teach them the routine. If you sell supplements, explain the best way to take it and what to notice in the first week. If you sell coffee, tell them the perfect water temperature and brew time for this specific roast. The goal is to make them feel smart for buying it. Every piece of helpful content makes the product feel more valuable in their mind. Step 4. Trigger the second purchase before they drift away. Look at your data. What is the average time between the first and the second purchase for the customers who do come back? For most products people use up, there is a natural reorder window. Build an email flow that goes out before that window closes. Not with the discount code, with a reminder of the value they already got. Reference their specific product. Remind them what they liked. Make buying again feel like a natural next step and not a sales pitch. That supplement brand I told you about, after we rebuilt their entire post-purchase experience using exactly these 4 steps, their repeat purchase rate went from 14% to 29% in 4 months. Same product, same price, same ads. The only thing that changed was what happened between the first purchase and the second. So now you know where your customers are disappearing and you have a clear process to fix it. But how do you know where your retention actually stands compared to the best brands out there? I built a free tool called the Retention Score. It takes only 5 minutes and it shows you exactly how your CRM compares to brands doing $10 to $200 million per year. You will see exactly where the gaps are in your post-purchase experience. The link is in the description. If this was useful, please subscribe. I post one deep dive like this every week. I see you on the next one.